Merry Christmas, everybody! I'm Bulma. Joining me is my butthead Pip.
Cut it out, Beavis.
We're playing some Hearthstone today on Christmas.
Yeah, we got a little quick one. This is
a quickie.
Oh, well, I guess spoilers. I mean, if you guys have been watching
Booby trapping.
Ooh. And if you guys have watched the last two of, I'm not posting the losers onto here. So if you're watching a video, a Hearthstone video, it's gonna be a winner. It's gonna be a winner dungeon run, a winning dungeon run. I'm not gonna, fight against actual people and just highlight all the wins. That's cheesy and lame.
Not an accurate portrayal of the skills.
Yeah.
Like you see people do those insane Dark Souls runs and stuff, and it's like, how long did it take you, bro, to do that? No armor, fisting the boss, like.
Yeah, you don't want to see the 3,000 hours that they spent on all their other accounts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. And if you think I'm exaggerating 3,000 hours, I didn't play Dark Souls like that. I played it enough, but I think I logged somewhere in the realm of over 1,000 hours into Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
Just Dark Souls. Like, not Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne. I don't even want to think about how much of my life has been wasted playing video games. That's not what you think about when you play games. It's not a waste. It's entertainment for your soul, for your mental state. Your mental state.
I hope
soup
everyone
for the
had a
brain.
good day today, whatever it is you did.
Oh yeah, guys, really.
If you went to the bar, if you
went to the bar,
hung out, whatever you did.
I was gonna say if you
sat in your room. And...
I was gonna say if you beat up puppies, but I was like, no, if you beat up puppies, you're a piece of shit.
Boo on you, sir.
Boo on you, sir. You don't deserve good holidays. Vegeta frowns on you.
No, not Vegeta.
Take that, Earthling.
Man, surprisingly, got a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff last year for Christmas. Got a bunch of like Goku socks and a Goku mug, much stuff like that. It was a lot of Rick and Morty this year. It was quite funny.
'Twas the year of the pickle.
There's just so many sales.
Yeah, I say that, but like we literally didn't get anything that has Pickle Rick on it.
Yeah. I just don't. I would get it, but then I don't want someone else to be like to see me and be like, "Oh, it's one of those pickle people," and I'm like, "No."
Well, first of all, I don't care if you see me and you make preconceived notions, because I'm dapper. I'm so dapper.
I just don't want to. It seems like it's really died down, the whole.
I told you it would. I called it. A bunch of uppity little kids on who took their first joint toke, got all uppity and wowee Rick about Pickle Rick
jumping on the counter at McDonald's going Pickle Rick.
Yeah, for some reason that's weird.
So weird. You have to have a high IQ to understand, though.
Yeah, you have to have a high IQ to understand what we're talking about when we say that we've appreciated Rick and Morty since season 1.
Sarcasm.
Yes. If you guys haven't picked up on that, super sarcasm. Super sarcasm.
Gag me with 12 spoons, man. And I just did not want to be associated with that.
I mean,
toxic, little bandwagoners. Don't you have school?
Probably not. Probably not. They were probably grown-up idiots, They're probably in that fresh range of they're adults, but they're still acting like the wee children.
My bit's an adult man.
But they're still acting like the wee baby Seamus. It's okay, guys. Like seriously, it's okay. If you're one of those, it's all right. We all grow up at some point. Some a little later than others. Some a little sooner than others.
Hold on, be quiet. I think our mom's knocking on the basement door. I don't want any more pizza rolls, Ma!
But,
What?
but,
Don't ask how that's possible.
I think I lost the thread of this conversation. Moving along.
Yeah, 40,000 people spent Christmas Eve watching the designer, Jeff Kaplan, do nothing for 10 hours.
Just sit in a room with a fireplace and a chair and do nothing.
I don't even understand why. Like, if I had seen that in my feed somewhere, I would have probably not, just because I don't really, not like, Overwatch. So I would have maybe clicked on it for a few seconds and been like, okay, bye. But some people watch for the full 10 hours.
I know it's kind of a controversial opinion if you're among certain circles, but I don't really care for Overwatch. I know I've said it before in other videos. Meh. Get your loot boxes out of my full-priced game.
Why I brought this up, though, is because the Twitter responses to this were pretty funny. Someone said on Twitter, "As Jeff Kaplan stares at me through my computer screen, I begin to contemplate reality. What truly has substance in this realm of technology? Avarice or sin? What is our future, if not a blank, hollow nothing, rifle with silence and strife?"
Man, that's some deep shit for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, just watching Jeff Kaplan sit in front of a crackling fire for 10 hours. I guess that does something to a person.
Pondering existence and existential reality. Man.
Someone else...
that's heavy.
Someone else said, "We watched Jeff Kaplan think deeply in his chair, but really he is traveling through infinite dimensions simultaneously."
I guess when you make enough money to buy a nation, you can afford to ponder the bigger questions.
Yeah.
You can afford to go off into vast realms of reality yet untouched by man. Propelled on a rocket full of money.
I'm sailing on a rocket made of money.
Oh yeah. Man. I
I'm
want one of those.
Yeah, like little... And it can shoot coins out of it. Like, those can be the little lasers that shoot just coins at... someone just threw a quarter at me. Like light speed.
I'm just imagining a ship made out of money going through the atmosphere. That wouldn't last very long.
Start building.
Have to really reinforce it. With all the ones.
All the ones.
This is a distracted ass commentary. Rock on, guys. It's Christmas. Come on, don't hold us to a high standard today, please. Please.
Oh, I got...
Let's all just have fun and relax and see where it takes us. We're going off script.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Da-na-na-na.
We don't have a script in general.
Yeah. We're not that cool.
No. Maybe in the future.
When we turn into robots.
Yeah. Beep, boop.
I am Bulma.
I have evolved. I am now a robot. Beep, boop. For you League of Legends fans, you get 10 bonus points if you comment the name of the character who said it. 5 extra bonus points on top of that if you can tell me the skin.
As I got Pip for Christmas, unmasked Gwenpool figure.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
It's nice.
Webcam coming up within the next couple weeks. Gonna show some of this stuff off, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
And Damha got us an Ash versus Evil Dead figure.
Oh yeah, it's Ash with the chainsaw hand and
It's got
the
like 3
boomstick.
different heads.
He's got 3 different heads, interchangeable heads. Oh, it's so good.
So cool.
It's so cool. I mean,
Nice.
we're kind of recent on the bandwagon of Evil Dead, if you haven't heard, but man, I'm into it. I'm super into it right now.
I was telling Pip, like, I watched Army of Darkness 3 years ago. Like, I watched it once and then watched it twice, like a few days after watching it the first time. And I liked it and everything, but I don't know why. Like, it's just hitting me so hard after watching Ash vs. Evil Dead. I'm just like, oh my god.
I was telling her it's probably because, before it was just the movies and it didn't tie into anything, and they were just, they were funny and they were there and they were good, but it's extra good now that you have, this 30 years into the future Bruce Campbell and the continuity and all the callbacks, and now you can go and watch the originals and see what got pulled into the show and stuff.
Like, it's really funny. Like, in Evil Dead, they find the Necronomicon in the basement cellar, whatever. And then in Evil Dead 2, though, the remake, he finds it. It's just like out laying on the table when they walk into the cabin. So in Ash vs. Evil Dead, they're looking. He's like, where did I find that book?
Yeah,
He's like, you never remember. It's the table or the basement.
Yeah, he's going back. Goes back to the cabin to look for the book. He's like, where did I find this thing? He's like, continuity gets screwy around here.
Yeah.
Real tongue-in-cheek stuff. I love it.
Yeah, it made going, like, I don't remember if we touched on this, but, we watched the series, and then watched the movies, and we just watched them again.
Oh,
I just watched Evil Dead again, like, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, guys.
So good. It's great.
We're going to be recommending Ash vs. Evil Dead for, the next month.
Ooh, this is crazy. The first VR-related death that we're aware of occurred in Russia.
Oh my! Of course.
If it was gonna happen.
Of course, it's in Russia.
In Russia.
In Russia, VR kills you.
So he died after falling through a glass table while wearing a virtual reality headset, reported a Russian news agency. He was trying to move around the apartment wearing the glasses, and he tripped and crashed into a glass table.
Okay, well, first of all...
That sounds a little misleading.
That's super misleading. That's some dumbass killing himself. You don't read... iPhone 6 killed somebody because he walked in front of a car.
What are you talking about? Pokemon Go killed so many people.
Okay. You know what? I stand corrected. I guess you can do that. Jeez. Take responsibility for your actions, people.
How do you walk off a cliff?
I still think some of those are just made up. Come on. Come on.
I hear they're still doing, I don't know anyone who's still playing Pokemon Go, but I've seen they're doing events and updates and still, I think.
Jeez.
I played it for a month, and...
Yeah, we have a little girl in the house, and she was super into it, so, we jumped on board, but the enthusiasm quickly left.
I know, then there'd be, there was, no Pokemon nearby. I'm walking around, and I'm like, fuck are they? I mean, it was really cool that, that, landmarks around your area were the gyms. I thought that was really cool.
Neat idea.
The church up the street was a gym.
Neat idea. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for not investing into that.
Yeah.
Because, man, if you go back and look at the stock charts for that, guys, it just shot up. It went straight up for, a month. And then, of course, it went back down, but... Oh, man, just think of that, guys. Just ponder it. If you'd have thrown in, if you'd have had, $500, not even that much, okay? A paycheck at a 40-hour paycheck up at Mickey D's there, net you that much money. That turns into, $25,000 all of a sudden. Wow.
Wow.
Wowee. Just for making an educated guess that something like Pokemon Go would be popular for a month, you know?
I thought that was so hilarious. I remember they were talking about at the time. What was this? Like, Michelle Obama had been trying to get kids to be more active for a long time, trying to do all these like programs and things. Pokemon Go did it like that with a snap of the fingers, getting the kids up and well, put some Pikachu on it and here, kid, chase the Pikachu, chase the Pikachu.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I liked that thing. I liked Michelle Obama's whole get kids to exercise thing. I liked how Nickelodeon would just not play things on the TV for a day. Like, get out and go outside and play, kids. Gosh, I grew up right when when going outside started to become a less common thing. And, I'm here to say go outside and play. Jeez, kids. The world is a playground. I think some of us forget that with all of our common leisures and being able to order everything online and never having to interact with people. Not to say that's a bad thing. Convenience is a very wonderful thing. Gosh golly knows. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a sweet little Christmas story. I think this is just some random guy. His mom gave him a plastic tub filled with a bunch of memorabilia from his childhood and stuff. And one was it was a still sealed letter to Santa that he wrote back in 1978. It was the year after Star Wars came out, so on the list, top of the list in purple crayon, it just says a tall Luke and laser rifle.
Oh.
That's a I would just imagine like finding like an old letter to Santa.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That is cute.
And like he posted a picture, like he did get the doll, the Luke figure for Christmas that year. I was like, that's just a really sweet story.
We'll try and flash it on the screen
Yeah,
here for you guys.
I'll get it up on there for you guys. That was a sweet story.
That is sweet. We're all about Star Wars.
Laser rifle.
Oh, just a big Luke. Oh. I'm just picturing Mark Hamill running up to Harrison Ford. Oh. Harrison, we're Pez dispensers. Whatever floats your boat, kid.
You guys need to look up Mark Hamill impersonates Harrison Ford you have not.
It's the most adorable thing ever.
It's so perfect.
It's adorable. First of all, it's a good impersonation.
Yeah.
Second, it's adorable because it's done with such love.
Yeah.
You can tell him and Harrison are friends. Harrison Ford are friends. Mm-hmm. Well, one would like to hope anyway. I'm just saying, when he walked out onto the convention, he gave Mark Hamill a hug and he shook George Lucas's hand. Well, I think I'm lying. I think he did hug George Lucas too. He shook hands with a couple of the people on stage, like Lando and C-3PO and stuff like that. But he gave Chewie a big hug, he gave Lucas a big hug, and he gave Hamill a big hug. And that's Harrison Ford. That man's like stone.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if any of you have seen is it David Blaine? Was that his name? The magician guy? David Blaine?
I think.
Hold on, we'll double check David Blaine.
Oh, it doesn't matter. What about
the magician?
We'll double check the name, but what about David Blaine?
There's on YouTube, he does a trick for Harrison Ford at his house, I believe.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford's like, leave.
Yeah, David Blaine.
He's just like,
he's
leave.
Like, get the fuck out of my house.
Get out of my house. Get out of here with your freaking witchcraft.
Oh my
It's so funny.
My God.
Harrison Ford wasn't playing with that. He's like, nah, you need to go.
I love it. I maybe by the time this video's up, I know some of you have seen it. I posted on the Bulma page. I'd like you guys to send in your DBZ fan art and stuff. We want to try to implement a fan art segment into the video.
Yeah, you know,
And-
after the end credits run, maybe just run some I'll
Yeah.
run some fan art for you guys.
I
Fan
already-
appreciation.
I've already had over a year of having the page, being admin on it. I've gotten lots of fan art from you guys and posted on the page all the time, and I encourage all the time, send me your pictures of your figures and your collection and
We'll
your
credit
art.
you. We'll credit
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I like
we're,
seeing your
We're not gonna
guys'
take your
stuff.
stuff and be like, look at what we made, guys.
Yeah.
Like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, so send in your stuff on the Bulma page. Send in message, whatever. I respond. Always active.
Yeah. She is serious about keeping up to date with you guys. Oh.
I feel like I've grown a connection with you guys over, I think the page back in April last year, I think. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Oh, it's been a fun time. And I've just been an observer. But it has been really impressive. Just watching everyone, come onto the page and show support, and you guys have just been, incredibly nice, and, well, the mass majority. I hear Bulma has weeded out a few of the bad ones.
Yeah.
But, troll's gonna troll,
Well,
admin's
see,
gotta admin,
I
you
mean-
know.
I don't mind trolls, because, I'm Troll Mabrief over here, but
Absolutely.
I get a good troll, but, just don't be mean
There's being a troll.
unnecessarily.
There's being a troll and getting a laugh, and then there's being an actual scummy person,
Yeah.
and like, telling people to go get cancer and shit like that. Like, oh, get out. We have zero tolerance for that. I don't.
Yeah, just a big no.
No. We like funny trolls. We don't like toxic trolls. I think that's the difference. I think most people would agree. Unless you're one of the toxic people. But even then, like, most toxic people don't see themselves as toxic. They don't, they just, oh, well, I had a bad day, and so I told this guy, this guy was ruining my game experience. And so I told him that I hope his mom dies.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, aren't you just a nice person?
Who's shitting your cornflakes?
Yeah, who's shitting your cereal, bro? Take a chill pill. I don't know, silly to me. But then again, I'm a pretty optimistic guy. We're pretty optimistic over here.
Yeah.
We like being nice.
Speaking of nice, Pip got me for Christmas the complete edition of Beavis and Butthead on DVD. I even think it has the newer stuff they came out with.
Yeah, it has all
a couple of years ago. And Beavis and Butthead Do America on it too.
Excuse
like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's got
I've been trying to find it on YouTube, and they, short little bits. They don't have all of it, of course.
Yeah, I knew that Bulma had really been wanting it. And I saw it and I thought, well, no time quite like Christmas, huh?
Yeah, and then the Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2 on DVD. So we got some juicy commentary bits and special features I'm excited to check out tonight. And
Yeah, we're gonna think about looking into the future about maybe working in some audio from various DVDs that we have here now. And
oh yeah.
we won't spoil all that we have in store, but production value, we intend production value to go up in the relative near future.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
Oh, jeez, guys. Well, I guess we're kind of nearing the end of this because this guy got wrecked. Get wrecked, King Togwoggle. Bruh. This whole run just got decimated. Got the +1/+1 to all the minions, and then we got the improved hero power that summons 2 1/1s for 1 mana. Like, guys, the rest of the deck doesn't matter. All I needed was to hit the button over and over again. All I needed was the button. Oh, push the button. Homer Simpson could have won this one, you know?
No!
Yeah, like, not even Homer Simpson could have messed this up.
Nice, and slide that win right in.
Yeah, I think this is the fastest one yet. But thanks for joining us here on Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas for us, anyway.
Yeah.
This is the day it's released. We just got done.
Yeah. I'm about ready to pass out. Like, man, what a day.
It's been a good one. And this is just the cherry on top, guys. Thanks for spending your holidays here. Thanks for enjoying and watching and being a part of the community. And it's so cool. It's so cool.
So cool.
It's so cool. Thank you guys for accepting me. You've been very kind.
Woo! Dungeon clear!
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the highlights here. You ready? Daily uploads on the Daily Brief. Just those two. See ya!